Hi, my name is Ricky Hill. Born and raised in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, I have been around engines my whole life. My grandfather has been a commercial fisherman, and whenever his boat was broken, his business was closed until he had the time to repair his own engines. I would watch at a young age as he would tinker with his boat motors for hours on end. This started my interest in engines. When I was in high school, my school had a graduation project where junior year we had to write a 10-page paper about what we wanted to do, and our senior year we had to have a hands-on experience connected to our paper. I chose to write my paper on performance upgrades on general cars and what upgrades were beneficial and which ones were not as helpful as one might think. After writing a 10-page paper on car performance parts, I was excited to get to working on my hands-on experience with my mentor on my 2000 Mitsubishi Eclipse. After I painted my car and got a cold air intake into the Eclipse during the summer between junior and senior year without the help of my mentor, my high school decided to take the senior project out of the system, and I no longer had the chance to complete my hands-on experience with my mentor on the project. Then I looked into where I could go to school for mechanics and found UTI, where I could get the hands-on experience I wanted to do with my senior project. I applied senior year and was accepted. However, my mother was not as excited in my life choice as I was. She told me that I was not allowed to go to UTI since there is not an accredited diploma from a real college. So I applied to other schools and ended up going to UNC Chapel Hill as a Tar Heel. I completed my freshman year and returned my sophomore year. After my first semester sophomore year, my family decided to take a 7-day cruise to Jamaica and other islands. Within 24 hours of leaving the port of Miami, I had completely separated my knee on the cruise ship, and my shin was about 2 inches above my thigh bone to the side. So my cruise went from 7 days of vacation to 1 day and a 2-hour trip from the ship to the airport in Jamaica. This was not my first knee accident. Since 2009, I've had 5 knee surgeries. Since I needed 2 surgeries this time, my doctor recommended taking this semester off from school and taking the time to rehab fully. Now that I have been out of Chapel Hill, I have decided to look at my future for myself rather than what was happening. I was going to Chapel Hill to become a physical therapist because of the knowledge from my 2 ACL tears in high school. But then I realized that I did not want to become a physical therapist, that I had been a patient for 5 years and had not been able to live my teenage life except with the older folks in therapy. When I grow up and get out of the house, I have to pay the bills, not my mom. My mom realizes now that I was not happy with UNC Chapel Hill, but that I have a real passion for cars. She is now fully supportive of my decision mentally, but cannot help me out financially due to my 5 recent knee surgeries and my father being told that he will lose his job in September. My father is a postal employee, and with the post office cutting back their office, they are shutting down pretty much all the post offices in the area. My family has told me that if I wanted to go to UTI, that I'll have to finance my own way. Every time I get my mindset around cars, something happens to try to take cars out of my life. From my school taking away my senior project to my mom wanting me to have an official degree. However, I have thought for many hours, and I know that cars are what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to pay for it at the moment. I know that I want to go to UTI, work as hard as I can to achieve my goal as a BMW Master Technician, and fulfill my dream for cars. Everyone that has given me advice lately said the same thing. Follow your dream. I know UTI is where I want to go, and I'm doing everything I can to make this possible.